pretty much.
I felt like it was like 5 minutes. Hi, everyone.
Hi. It's Monday. It's November?
November
It's
30th.
November
the last
30th.
day of November.
Another fast month.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness, because we're all trying to get this year over with. Everybody's trying to get this year over with. Like January 1st, the virus is going to be gone or something.
It is.
Oh.
It is. Everything's going to be gone. That's bad. Everything that is going to work out well will start the 2nd, January 2nd. We're all done with this. Yeah.
Good to know.
We're done with the bullshit.
Done with the bullshit.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. It's November 30th. It's Monday. It's the Knockem Comedy Radio Show coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown on the legendarygovsradio.com. That is the website. You can watch our show there. Govs Comedy Club Radio. That is the name of the Facebook page. That is the name of the YouTube channel where you can see our show there as well. If you don't want to watch on your tablet or your device and you'd rather sit back on your couch, enjoy some of that leftover turkey and have a beer and watch on your TV, well, if you have a smart TV, a Roku, a Fire Stick, an Apple TV, all those smart things, you can download an app called Boxcast. And you can see all the great Govs radio shows right there on your TV. As our good friends Dr. Ken Pichelle and Dr. Don Sill say, we on TV, yo! I'm so bad at that. You have to hear Don and Ken say it. They say it so much better. But
Well,
hi,
they both lived in North Carolina, right?
that's right.
Yeah, so.
Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing okay. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had a great weekend. Please hit those hearts, hit the likes, and copy and share this show to every page you can share. And please tell all your friends and family and strangers about all the great shows here at govsradio.com, especially our show since we're on right now. But all the great shows, like Steve Square that's on tonight, and No Rhyme, No Reason, and Domestic Disturbance that are on tomorrow. And we even have new shows coming. We have a new show coming this Friday that we're going to tell you about later. So please like and share. Thank you very much. We appreciate the support. Sallie's sharing right now. Mm-hmm. While she does that, I will do the ads. Hey, this message is from Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Their rooftop lounge is open. They're available for takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and they're on your favorite food service apps. Even their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. We're talking about the Roslyn Social. Give them a call at 516-801-4963. 516-801-4963. And say hi to Nick and wish him a happy holidays. Thank you from Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. Excuse me. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body, who has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island for more than 25 years. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through insurance process to return of your vehicle, Two Eagles Auto Body is with you. So give them a call, 516-328-2527, located in New Hyde Park, Long Island, which is near Queens. So it's easy to get to if you're near the city or if you're on Long Island. That's Two Eagles Auto Body. Please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate broker with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. 631-495-7696. Gina is a fantastic real estate agent. She knows all the ins and outs and will take good care of you. Selling my house was stress-free, thank you to Gina. So give Gina Conjemi Coffin a call, 631-495-7696. She will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast, it'll make your
head spin.
And, of course, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza.
Bella Vista Pizza.
516-433-4464. 516-433-4464. 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. It's just a little south of the Northern State Parkway and the Long Island Expressway. Plainview is centrally located on Long Island, so you have no excuse not to get there. It's convenient and worth the trip. They have the best pizza around. They also deliver if you need it. The best pizza you'll ever have in your life. Everybody we've ever brought there says the place is great. They just love the place. They love the service. They love the people. George and the boys over there, great service. Just a great place. You cannot go wrong with Bella Vista Pizza. 516-433-4464. 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. Tell them Knockem Dead Comedy sent you. You get 2 free garlic nuts. 2. That's right, 2 free garlic nuts. Then Governor's Comedy Club Radio would like to thank you for tuning in during this crazy year. We hope we've kept you entertained and we hope we've kept a smile on your face. Now's a good time to show your favorite station some love. Some love. Go to teespring.com and get yourself some Govs Radio swag.
Sounds like you're going to need more than that.
Some Govs Radio love. Scroll down till you see the search bar. Type in Govs Radio. That takes you to the Govs Radio swag. Whether it's a hat, a shirt, a face mask, a mug, all sorts of cool stuff. You can get the Govs Radio logo on it. You can get your favorite Govs Radio show on it. You can get both. That's right. Some great swag there at teespring.com. So please go to teespring.com. We appreciate the support, whether it's hearts and likes and shares and teespring.com or any of the above. We appreciate the support as we are working hard to get this studio together. It looks like Mike O'Toole will be done with all the tech work by this time next week. It looks like he'll be done. So we'll be able to use the video screen. We'll be able to use the phones and the microphones and give you a nice professional show and get some of the shows back in here as well. We're very excited. And of course, we're always working hard on bringing you top quality shows, the type of quality you would expect with Governor's Comedy Club. So take a picture of yourself with your Govs Radio swag, send it to us on Facebook, and you can get yourself a free pass at any of the 3 great Governor's Comedy Clubs. 3 great clubs, 5 great stages, all of them great shows, all of them. But join govs.com, that is the website. Go to govs.com, that is the website of the club. Join their mailing list where you can get more free passes. You can get exclusive information, their scheduling, and find out what's cooking here at the club. Hopefully there'll be good news soon that they're going to be opening up. So go to teespring.com, go to govs.com, go to govsradio.com, that is the website for this station. You can learn all about all the shows here and see our schedule and what's going on. And, of course, last but not least, KnockemDeadComedy.com. That is the comedy troupe that Sallie and I are a part of. Audience interactive comedy shows, such as comedic murder mysteries, comedic game shows, comedic kid shows, even custom-made shows specifically for your event. You're having a corporate event. You're having a fundraiser. I said having. You're having a fundraiser, having a private party, or you have an establishment where you have a private room and you want to sell tickets and bring people in. Well, a great comedy show is the way to go with Knockem Dead Comedy. Go to KnockemDeadComedy.com to find out who we are, what we do, and how it all works. Right there, KnockemDeadComedy.com. Thank you very much. Last but not least, don't forget Best of Long Island. The voting is still a go for another 2 weeks. Vote for Govs Radio for Best Radio Station. Vote for Knockem Dead Comedy for Best Party Entertainer.
Tony Walker, Long Island Personality.
Sallie O'Neill, Long Island Personality. Eric Shevlin, Long Island Personality. Some of the shows from Govs Radio are up for Best Podcast. And a lot of our friends are up for Best Comedian and a lot of other categories. So please go to the Best of Long Island.
We've got Greg DiFilippo watching. Hello, Greg. Ken Friedberg says, welcome back.
Thank you.
Mommy's watching.
Hello, Mommy.
Mary Jane Pisano is watching.
Hello, Mary Jane.
Anyway, how are you? We've been gone since Tuesday.
We've been gone almost a week.
I know. We got a lot to talk about.
Do we?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like a lot of fun things. I don't want to jump on what you're going to talk about because I'm sure you'll cover it. But
You go ahead.
Yeah. Did you have anything like planned?
Oh, I got all sorts of stuff, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
What?
No, I'm just saying, what's your order of stuff? We probably should have talked this morning. I just want to make sure you're going to talk about what we did Wednesday night.
Why do we have pictures or something?
No.
From our love making?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, when we went to people's houses with.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
That's what I mean. I don't want to jump on what you might talk about.
Bring up whatever you want to bring up, and if I have it too, then I'll just talk about it.
Sometimes you have an order of how you want to do. You'll say things like, "I'm going to cover that in 9 minutes and 3 seconds." So.
Well, you're right about that.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was one, but I thought that was really fun. We went the day before Thanksgiving. We got into a car. Tony printed up pictures of Cuomo.
If you're not watching from New York, Andrew Cuomo is the name of our governor, and yeah, he's given us these. Here in New York, you can't have more than 10 people at a gathering, so a lot of people.
He's trying to keep us safe.
Well,
we
yes,
kind of
he's trying.
understand. It's just we're babies and we don't want to hear about it.
And we've been joking around that he's always watching. There he is.
So we went to 5 different households of people that we knew, like friends of ours or hosts here at the radio station, and we scotch taped a picture of his face to their window so that when they looked out the window, they'd see Cuomo watching.
This face, this picture right here.
But it was fun. One guy we went to, his name is Jeff, and I pinned up the picture of him, and was he the first one that we went to?
He was the first house.
So I was all excited. So as I'm running away, and then an hour later, Tony gets an email of a video of me because they have one of those.
The Ring.
They have the Ring, which it videotapes anyone on their stoop. So he just got a message saying "Gotcha," and they're like, my favorite part was Sallie's jazz hands as she ran down. I was like, ah. So we got me on video, and we got Rich Rada's.
Rich Rada, we did
girlfriend.
his. Oh, you got to talk about that. That was the best one.
Yeah, so I walk up to Rich Rada's house, and I don't think he was there, right?
I don't think he was.
But
other people were there.
He's got a beautiful, lovely girlfriend and a couple of dogs. They're Cavaliers. Those little they look like little spaniels, but they're good, really good dogs. But they were barking at the door like they should, and it was a clear window, the door, so I could see them and they could see me as I was walking up. So they were freaking out. So I had this, so I was walking up. So right in front of these dogs' faces, I put it low, right in front of their faces, so they were barking, and I put it right in front of them, and they're like, and as I'm walking away, I hear Rich's girlfriend walk up to the door, and she starts going, and imagine you're coming to your door, and all of a sudden you see this face. It really is very alarming, because for a second it looks real.
It's not alarming to Christy Miller. Christy Unleashed on Wednesdays. She's got the hots for Andrew Cuomo.
She's got a crush on Cuomo. But
major
also
Cuomo
I hear Rich's girlfriend walk up from the living room, and I hear her say, "What are you?" And what she wants to say, what are you two barking at? Meaning there's nothing out there. And all of a sudden I hear her go, "What are you two?" Ah! She screams so loud as I'm running away. And Rich texts us. He's like, "That was hilarious." So it was fun. We had fun doing it.
And yeah, then we didn't get caught by anybody. Well, I mean, the Ring.
Other than the Ring.
The Ring footage.
And I was surprised. We went to your friend Joe Murphy's house, and Joe Murphy's like, "I go hunting and I protect, the universe," and nothing. No one, I could have robbed the house, and no one was alarmed whatsoever that someone was taping things to their window, clanking away. So I thought that was funny because I was worried about his house. I was like, I'm gonna get shot, because Tony's like, guess what fun thing we're gonna do tonight? And then I'm like, and then when I find out it's Murphy's house, I'm like, I'm gonna get shot in the head. I'm gonna get shot. So I didn't get shot. That was good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, Andrew. First of all, everybody's saying hi to each other. It's like
Okay,
romper
good.
room here. It's nice. A nice little community of friends. Everybody saying good morning to each other.
That's good.
Ken Pichelle is here. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Kirsten. Andy Plagano says, and Andy Fremdier, our new listener, Andy Fremdier is watching. Andy Plagano says, doesn't Rich's girlfriend parents live next door? It's something weird like that. Yes, they do live right next door.
Yeah.
And
it's a nice little cul-de-sac area. It's a really cool place to live.
And they have kids between the two of them.
But they're older.
Yeah, but one of them pulled up in a car.
Yeah.
As we were standing outside the house.
I know the boy. Like I say, boy, he's in his 20s. Everyone under 30 is a child to me. So but I know the boy came out when the mother screamed, and he was looking out all protective of the mother. Yeah, I thought that was cute.
Yeah, so she's screaming, and we're just standing in front of the house, laughing and trying to walk away, and then the girl comes by in her car. We're just and then we just walked away. Hello, Brandon. Andrew from DA says, if the governor is not allowing mass gatherings, I would imagine orgy parties are out of the question. You can have an orgy with 10 or less. But we also talked about that last week. The Swingers Club in New York City got busted. Mm. Everybody that opens their door gets a little head from the governor. That's good. I didn't even think about that.
Who said that?
Andrew from DA.
Oh, you get an extra one today for that. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just one.
Hello, Lewis. Lewis, who's watching with us. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Yeah, so that was the start of our weekend.
Yeah, it was fun.
And that was a lot of fun. We did a lot of driving around that day.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, and we've decided to make it an annual event.
Yeah, we're going to annoy 5 people once a year.
Right, 5, and it'll be 5 different people every year.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe it'll be Cuomo again, maybe it won't.
Someone will annoy us different next year.
We'll see who's currently annoying us
at
that time.
Who's going to be watching us, bossing us around in our everyday life.
Maybe we'll open it up and take requests.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, I wonder how it's going to go. I'm not mad at him. I mean, I'm mad at him for some things.
I'm mad at him.
I'm a little mad at him. It's kind of like, the dad trying to keep you safe, but I just...
I like him. I think he's done a super job with COVID.
Yeah.
But I just don't like...
It's a little...
I don't understand the process of how some places have been opened, some can't. I don't understand this.
I don't understand the reasoning why, like you're saying, you can go to a restaurant, but you can't hear a comic on stage that's completely blocked from you. I don't understand. If you're limited, it's not like it's going to be a free-for-all. You limit the amount of people coming in. It doesn't matter if they're eating or listening. It doesn't matter. So that makes me mad. But, I don't know, you're, during these times, for example, England is in their second official lockdown. Mm-hmm. And they're already 30% down in cases.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was a really big deal.
I understand to a certain degree a place like a nightclub where a band is playing because he doesn't want people lingering. And people are going to linger. So then
tell the owners, no, don't linger. Get out. If I was a restaurant owner, don't you think I could get people to fuck out if I wanted to?
Well, not everybody's you.
I could, I'm like a Gestapo. When I need people to get the heck out, they get the heck out.
A place like this, a place like Governor's, you could bring the people in, because here they sit. So the tables are distanced. They can have their meal, and you can have a 45-minute show. So an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, you get the people in and out, right?
Yeah, right.
And you know what? The club is still trying to make money. The comedians are trying to make money. The staff. You know what? So you make it 3 shows a night. You do hour shows.
Okay.
Hour shows in and out, get the people out so they're not lingering. And then you get a new wave of people, testing, of course, and distancing and cleaning and all that stuff.
And they do clean, and they have a HEPA filter. They do it right.
We even have it's not a HEPA filter. What is it?
I don't know what that thing is. Yeah, Joe dropped off a thing that you hit a button, and you have to actually leave the room for 30 minutes, and it zaps everything. It looks like a mosquito zapper, but it's a germ japper. Something. Zapper. All right.
Kirsten says she can't get sound. Kirsten, there's this little volume.
It's a little volume thing,
hit
and you keep your finger on it.
Yeah, you do.
Keep your finger on it for 4 minutes.
Tim Saliani would have loved to have heard the APB on the one-legged man and his little sidekick running through the neighborhoods.
I was a ninja. Dum, 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 dum.
Hello, Bobby. Hello, Joe. Ken Pichelle, come to North Carolina next year and get Lori and me and, well, 3 random strangers. Hello, Margie.
Yeah, so Ken and my sister Lori are like...
Buddies.
They're like buddies now. I knew they'd love each other.
Oh,
yeah.
they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out they live near each other and go to the same church. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, so I don't know if they go to the same church, but they have, they have pretty similar beliefs. So I said to Lori, I was like, you should friend Ken and his wife April, because I'm telling you right now, you guys they'll all like each other more than they like us.
And they have some mutual friends, don't they?
Yeah. And then I told Lori to listen to Ken's music, and she was like, oh my goodness. It was so good. So yeah, so they're buds now. All right, so what do we got? Joe Staz is watching.
Yeah, I said that right. Well, speaking of Tim Saliani,
what?
Since he just commented.
Oh yeah, go.
Films on Tap, ladies and gentlemen. That is a new show we have coming this Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday, Tim Saliani and friends, a show called Films on Tap, where they're going to be discussing movies. What time Friday?
9 p.m. to 10:30.
Oh, wow.
I feel really cool about this because Tim said that it was when we were talking about reviewing the movie Deliverance, he said that it kind of like listening to me, because I hadn't seen the movie, and he's like, it's an old film, and to hear like a review on like even like an older movie, it just kind of got him back into the movie bug mode to do something like this, because he loves films and he loves reviewing.
He did this before. Films on Tap is a show he had someplace else, or
I don't know.
He did it somewhere. I don't know the history. I don't know if he just did it on his own and he just posted his own videos,
maybe,
or if he actually did it someplace.
Should be pretty good. And he's got a good handful of people that are going to help him.
Our own Carla Okeson will be a part of it.
Yeah, and I gave him Gina and Jimmy Coffin's husband as a gaffer, and in films, like major films, and he's in the it's even a better department, like, because that's just lights and stuff, but he's in the department where he's the camera department. He's in the camera department. So I told Tim, I'm like, call Jack, and if you're reviewing a movie that he's on, he can give you like some inside scoops on stuff. So it should be a really good show.
So that's this Friday.
Plus it's Tim. I love watching Tim.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Whoa.
I adore him. I do.
She has him keep his finger there for 4 minutes. From DA, hello, William. Thank you for watching. Ken Pichelle says, yes, they're buds now. So, all right, so that'll be cool. Looking forward to that. Like you said, yeah, it's always good with Tim Saliani's involved. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
And speaking of comedy shows, kind of. One of the things that was going on this past week was Dave Chappelle, right? Was in the news. He
oh yeah, he got his panties in a twist.
Yeah, Netflix. He has a deal with Netflix for some comedy specials, but they also got the rights to his old sketch comedy show, and they were airing it, and he wasn't getting any royalties. So he was calling for people to ban Netflix and boycott the show, not watch his own show, because he wasn't getting paid. And then, 24 hours later, Netflix is like, all right, we're pulling the show, we're not going to show it.
Yeah, I mean, they're just like, all right, Well, I don't know.
He's got the power!
If he screwed himself, because now it's not on.
Yeah, but he wasn't getting paid, so he didn't care.
Yeah, but sometimes you just want exposure. I mean, the first time that I really watched him was on Netflix. I just watched his, out of the blue. I just watched his stand-up.
Yeah, but those are still there.
goodness.
And
Yeah.
believe me, I don't think Dave Chappelle needs exposure.
Yeah, I don't think he needs. I don't think he's running out of money.
He's got the power, man.
Houston.
He got somebody on that phone. So, you want me to do those specials? That's my.
That's your Dave Chappelle.
You want me to do those specials?
You sound like Sanford and Son's dad.
Fred
You
Sanford?
do. Yeah.
Red Fox?
Yeah. That was Red Fox.
But he's got a little bit of that. He's got a little bit of that in his voice.
Does he?
Yeah,
I guess a little bit.
So yeah, I'm sure he got somebody on the phone. So you want me to do those stand-up specials? I'll do them. But if you're still running that show, these specials are gonna suck. And then when my contract's out, I'm gonna save all the good stuff and go to Amazon. And they said, okay, Mr. Chappelle.
I like Amazon,
Lord Chappelle.
but I tend to always have to pay for Amazon. Like, I already pay Prime. I have Amazon, on TV. And every movie that I want to watch, I have to pay $5.
Damn it.
Every time. Like, I never just get to, browse through and find, the free one.
Tim, Sallie, Annie, yeah, they've been doing the show for 3 years on their own. This Friday, we are doing a Hallmark holiday movie drinking game. Get it? Films on tap. So they all drink and get drunk and then make the sweet love at the end of each episode because they're all drunk and taking advantage of each other.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Back to the orgies.
Right. See, It's all full circle.
All comes around.
Hello, Monica. Hello, Joan. Hello, Rick.
So I read about, how Biden has the 2 German Shepherds. Did you know that?
Well, you told me that a few days ago. I did not know that.
Yeah, so they've had one German Shepherd forever. The dog's 12 years old.
Oh, boy.
And his name is, but he looks in good shape. But he has that long on the tooth look, So his name's Champ. And then in 2018, they went and they rescued a German Shepherd as a puppy. It was a sick puppy. It had toxins and it had to be hospitalized, and so they rescued this one dog named Major, and he's been with them for 2 years.
Major Champ.
Yeah, but yeah, because we live with Shepherd.
Original name.
Yeah, I know. Every time I say it doesn't occur to me how weird it is until I want to tell someone else. We have Shep the Shepherd. But Shepherd's, God, what is she, 5? Yeah, she's got to be 5 years old. And so a 2-year-old Shepherd, they're a little unruly. So the Bidens are a little worried about, they're trying to, teach him, better commands, because he's going to have to, fly on planes and, have people around. So they're trying to get him, a little bit more.
Champ, don't you go Biden, people.
And they're also in the news today, they haven't found a cat yet, but they figured if they're going to move into the White House, they'll do full circle of animals, and they're going to get a cat. They're going to rescue a cat, but they don't know what cat it is.
What does that mean? A full circle of animals? What are they? Noah's Ark?
Well, some people are like, oh, I'm dog people. I'm cat people. I think the last time it might have been. I don't know how many cats have been in the White House, but I know Clinton had a cat.
Yeah, he did.
Clinton had some pussy going down. Yeah.
Oh, hi,
That
Nikki.
was the first time that I ever saw
Hello, Mike.
a cat in the White House.
What, was Clinton?
Yeah, so I think this will be the first time that it's both.
All right, so but you're saying a full circle of animals. So what?
Just
He's having
everyone.
monkeys and bears and.
Nope, just those 2.
Oh.
Well, who knows what
Don't ruin the White House with
what
cats.
Teddy Roosevelt had in the White House. I mean, every picture you see of him, he's in,
Well, dead animals.
He's got a hunting gun, probably an elephant in there.
Don't ruin the White House with a cat. Cats suck. I hate cats.
You just don't like cats because you are allergic. And
No, it's more than
your
that.
ex-wife had a mean cat. I know.
No. Well,
I know.
yeah, but
Other
but
than
I
that,
hated cats before that.
Well, why would you hate a cat before that?
Because they're
one
so
mean
weird.
Cat?
They're just weird and freaky, and most of them are mean. Most
They're
of them,
not.
yes, they
They're
are.
so not.
Yes.
They're not.
I said it.
I had 2 cats, and they.
All right, 2.
Mine
Big deal.
weren't.
2.
Mine weren't mean, right?
2 were. That's a very small number. Andrew from DA loves movies, so he's looking forward to to Tim Saliani's show, and he wishes Samuel L. would do the credit card commercials the same way he does movies, where he says, "Motherfucker."
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yep.
So we didn't talk about the rest of the weekend. So we did that. We did Wednesday night. We did the taping of the Cuomo.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday.
Thanksgiving was fun.
I think a lot of people had unconventional Thanksgivings.
We sure did.
We didn't even do turkey.
We didn't.
We did a nice steak.
Yeah, that's what like most of the people that usually come over weren't who are the big turkey eaters. Like even like, friends of ours, Joanne and Christian usually come over and they, we couldn't have them. We couldn't have Tony's mom was nervous about the virus, his brother was too. So everyone is like the big turkey eater wasn't going to be there. So I was like, all right, what's everyone's favorite food? So we got steak for you and everyone else got to pick what they wanted.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, so it was fun, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a fun day. It was nice and relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
We just chilled out all day long.
And then the weekend, we didn't watch the parade, the virtual parade, but the weekend was full of. I mean, I think that's what most people do, like, right? Because the weather's starting to get cold. It's not really an outdoor holiday.
Oh, you did.
So people, stay in and watch TV a lot.
You did lights.
Oh, I did the Christmas lights on.
Yeah.
Well, we did the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
You were a big help this year.
You just.
Which shocked me because you normally don't like that stuff. Sallie is an unfriendly people hater who does not. She doesn't even open her windows. She keeps the doors locked. She has, the
Get off my lawn.
The mat at the front there says "Go away."
It does not. Although, really, go away.
When people do ring the bell, she just opens the door a little bit and just goes like this.
Well, first I take the package and then flip them off. Yeah.
That's right.
Every time
That's why she loves Tim Saliani. She takes his package and he keeps his finger on her for 4 minutes.
I remember twice I tried to decorate and both times didn't work out. Like one time I was in Massachusetts and I had this really, really old house. And it didn't even occur to me because I never had a very old house before. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to put decorations up all over the windows, blah, blah, blah. And then I got to plug it in. And I'm like standing there like an idiot. There's no outlet on the outside of this old house. I'm like,
okay. There's solutions to that, right?
Yeah, that's what I did with this house. I, did the extension cord and just like shoved it into the door every day.
What do you mean? You're not doing that at your house now.
There's no out. Well, yeah, right. Because recently I put in that breaker on the outside. But other than that breaker, there's no outlet on the outside of the house.
You have an outside light. They have those things where you screw an outlet in to where the light bulb goes, and then the light bulb goes on top of the outlet. Okay. So then you just plug it in there, and that way whenever you're turning on the outside light...
Oh, that's cool.
Nice and easy. You don't even have to walk outside.
That's really nice.
So that's what you could have done at that old house.
Oh.
They've been making those for a long time.
I just got mad and never decorated for 10 years.
Wow, that's mad.
Yeah.
Those Teddy Roosevelt pictures were just from Night at the Museum comedic hunting. We watched a lot of movies.
Yep. I could just think of what we watched last night. What did we watch other than that?
What did we watch last night?
Uncle Buck.
Oh, that's right. One of the best movies of all time. We watched Uncle Buck last night. Mm-hmm. Can never get enough of that movie.
Right.
We were caught up on The Mandalorian. We watched that this week. Mm-hmm. And that's great. If you're a Star Wars fan, I think this Mandalorian is fantastic.
Only if you're a Star Wars fan, because...
Especially now, because now they're starting
You gotta be a Star Wars fan.
They're starting to incorporate characters from other Star Wars movies and shows. We watched a movie called Magnolia.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What'd you think?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a dark movie. It's a weird movie.
Yes.
But, yeah, it is good. It's really good. It has a super cast.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought just the writing was really good. It was unpredictable. It was pretty good. I liked it. You want to say what it's about?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's... Well, I guess, what would you say it's about? Mostly about death?
Yeah, but it had a lot... No, I think
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot of death, but there's a lot going on between, like, relationships between people's parents and adult children. Like, I thought that was what the story was about. It was like, different...
No, you're right.
different couples and their relationship with their kids and trying to make things right before you die, whether that's going to work or not. But at least the effort was there. I thought that's what it was mostly about. Hoffman was in it.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Which I like savor seeing him in movies now because speaking of death.
Mm.
But Julianne Moore was in it. Tom Cruise, who typically annoys me. He annoyed me in this movie too, but I thought like some of the last scenes with him, I thought he did a great job.
He overacts.
But lucky for him,
he was good in
this
one,
role was they probably sat around figuring out like who would do this role, and they're like, oh, this role, it's too much overact. Oh, Tom Cruise. So they nailed the who should play it. So
yeah.
Andy
Plajanos completed the Queen's Gambit. I've heard a lot of people talking about
that. That's is that a series?
I think so.
Okay.
Mandalorian is amazing, and to my knowledge, there's an Obi-Wan Kenobi series in the works. That is correct.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. He's my favorite character.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is your favorite character?
From, like, the first Star Wars.
Oh, Ewan McGregor?
No.
Alec Guinness?
Was he the old guy with the robe? Yeah, I really liked him. I thought he was great. I thought he made the whole movie.
Really?
Yeah.
He was excellent in Murder by Death, playing the blind butler.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what else we watched?
I don't think we watched anything else.
Oh, yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
Oh, yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
What did we watch?
Come on now. Why am I smiling?
We didn't watch porn.
Well, you didn't. We finally finished that piece of shit Parenthood.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, I like to forget it.
Yeah. No, it was great.
What a piece of shit.
It was so good. The very last episode, in fact, you packed it up and shoved it at the front door for me to bring back to the library, but I'm going to probably watch the last episode again by myself before I hand it back in because it was so good. And it was 6 seasons of Parenthood that we watched.
6 long, drawn out seasons.
It was so good. It was like every episode was like a romantic comedy. I loved it.
The most predictable romantic comedy.
Nuh-uh.
The most corny romantic comedy with the worst acting with actors who have no chemistry whatsoever.
That's not true.
Completely true.
Ray Romano was in it.
Ray Romano sucked in this.
Oh, I loved him in it. And who played Sarah?
The Gilmore Girl.
Yeah, Lorelai from the Gilmore Girls.
Whatever the hell her name is.
Yeah, she was great. I loved it. Yeah, so but the last episode of a 6-season show, they wrapped everything up very nicely, not in like an annoying way, and then they went like a little bit into the future. And said showed what their lives would be like years from now, and it was so nice and touching. Tony wants to watch it again.
Oh, you'd be paying big time if I had to watch that again.
Well, you that's why you picked Magnolia, right? Because you wanted to cleanse your palate of bad, corny, sappy shows.
And put on a real good movie.
It was
with
a good
acting
movie.
and a good plot.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it.
Now at the end of this parenthood crap. Now
Think of the most amazing show in the world, Parenthood.
the show's been off the air for 5 years, so if I'm spoiling, too bad.
Yeah.
The guy dies, and then they bury him. They spread his ashes on the baseball field. Who were we talking to?
Who did that also?
Did the same thing without...
Your friend Chris. The Chris's.
Oh, that's what it was, the Chris's. A buddy of mine... So on this show, they buried... The Craig T. Nelson, coach, Mr. Incredible. He dies, and they spread his ashes on a baseball field because that was his wishes, and then they went and played... then the rest of the family went and played a game on the field. So we finished watching it, I don't know, Thursday, Friday, something. So this weekend, I see a buddy of mine who was telling me that a close friend of his had passed away some months back, but they didn't do anything. They didn't have a service or anything because of COVID. So a few weeks ago, they did it. They had the service for him, and he starts telling us, "Yeah, we went out to the baseball field that we played on as kids, and we buried his ashes in center field."
And we're like, it was like the same exact story.
We just watched this.
We just watched that.
Like,
you know what I didn't think about? Maybe one of the friends had seen Parenthood, was so moved and touched by it because it's such an amazing show that they said, you know what we should do? We should do what Parenthood did. Maybe that's what happened.
No. There's no way that happened.
Yeah, that could be.
No. What a piece of shit. It was bad.
It's so good.
It was so bad. If you like trying to predict what's going to happen next in a show, this is the show for you, man. Every cliche, every bit of Brady Bunch corniness, anything you know what, Tim Saliani, use that for Films on Tap. I'd love to see what you have to say after a few beers in you about that show.
It was funny because you'd see like a new character, and then Tony would like look at me and say, "Oh, yeah, can't imagine that. That's not the person she's going to sleep with and ruin her marriage over." Like in like 5 seconds.
Saliani's talking about Jason Robards, who was in Magnolia, who was in the original Parenthood movie. See, again, we're all about the full circle on this show.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Mandalorian, there are some things that you should pay attention to, like the ball on the gear shift in the Mandalorian ship. It represents the Death Star with the ring and circle around it, which is why he is so obsessed with it.
Really?
I did notice that. I swear to God, I noticed that.
You noticed it?
Well,
I noticed it was something. Like,
this is a really good show with substance and a good plot and good acting, so I did notice that it did look like the Death Star. But the show takes place after the Death Star, doesn't it? After the Death Star.
Yeah, so why does he have it?
Yeah, so what exactly is that thing?
Or maybe it's on... I don't know. But there's something about that.
Well, yeah, because they're making a big deal out of it. Because Groger keeps trying to get his hands on it.
Groger?
As we know, right? Wasn't that his name? The little Yoda?
Grogu is
Grogu.
Baby Yoda. We just found out his name.
And then I also watched yesterday. There's two things I still watched.
It's like a movie day.
Well, one's not a movie. But, movie, yesterday, my son and I actually went to a movie theater.
First time.
Well, not ever.
Well,
since COVID.
Almost a year.
Yeah. We went to a movie theater. We were the only ones. The place was like a ghost town.
Did you have to sit far apart from each other?
No, if you're together, your party can sit together.
Okay.
But you can't. Yeah, but then another party of people have to stay. Have to sit a distance away.
You went to the Hicksville Mall.
The Hicksville Mall. It was we were the only ones walking around the place. My son got up to go to the bathroom. He said he saw two other people going into a different theater. So there was at least 4 people going to see movies. We saw a 12:15 movie. It was freaking $12 a person.
Are you kidding?
I wish I was kidding.
That's like crazy.
Well, there's another reason to wait for the theaters to reopen at full capacity, because then the prices will go down. I was pissed.
What are they normally? 7 or 8?
I think so. Plus, it was usually, I think $10 to $12. Isn't that usually like the nighttime prices? Or You go during the day, don't you get matinee prices or some shit?
Yeah, like I usually go and see like $5 movies.
Tim Saliani watched Parenthood, this piece of shit show, because he has a weird thing for Erica Christensen.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
really
say that's a
liked
weird
her.
thing.
Yeah, I thought
Oh, she's
cool.
Oh, yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
What a body that little Erica Christensen has. That was...
I'm right here.
I'm comfortable with you enough to
don't
be honest.
No. Shove
Don't worry.
that honesty right down
Don't
deep
worry,
inside.
you're still above her. You have much better boobies than she does. But she has good ones.
I'm right here.
Thank you. And thank you for letting me share that.
Don't share that. What's wrong?
What's that noise? We have a leak.
Oh, do we? Just out of the air conditioner, right?
No, it's over here. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's right there. See?
Yeah.
You grab that.
See that purple bucket? We gotta. Because sometimes the air conditioner, there's 2 ceiling air conditioners, and the one that way sometimes will leak. So I put like a pail. Put the bandana in it so we don't hear.
Oh, is this yours?
No, I just found it in there.
Yeah, but isn't somebody going to use this?
No, it's like garbage in that thing.
Oh, glad I'm touching it. But this is pretty steady all of a sudden, though.
Yeah. All right, I'll text Larry. Oh.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah. All right, I'll text him while you talk.
A pretty steady leak. Yeah, so I was pissed. The $24 to go. Although, I guess, but it was kind of cool to have our own private screening. I felt important.
I've had that happen to me before.
Hello, Gaetano. And that was one thing about Parenthood. There were some good-looking women in it. The Mandalorian has breakthroughs with VFX, visual effects. Instead of using green screen all the time, they use a program called Unreal Engine, which renders in real time, which gives real lighting and the scene on the screen in the back to be changed within seconds to cut the post-production in half. Hang on, Fender. Let me read that again. Which renders in real time, which gives us real lighting and the scene on the screen in the back to be changed within seconds to cut the post-production in half. So as they're filming the scene, the green screen is changing, so they don't have, so there's less editing to do. Am I understanding that right? Are you insane? 17 to 19 at night, says Plajanos. 12 is a good price. Or was it 2003 when you saw this movie? Really? 12 is a good price now? I guess I'm just forgetting because it's been so long since I've been to the theater.
Are we like, is that kind of like, oh, Grandpa, you haven't been to a movie in a long time, you don't
Well,
know?
who has?
$17 and $19?
I don't recall that. What
No.
theater are you going to? Broadway? I don't know. I think maybe you're insane, Plajanos. Maybe you're insane. Damn it. You know, and the movie we saw kind of blew. And Plajanos, don't even bother seeing it. We saw Tenet. Tenet.
I didn't want to go. I don't like that writer or the director.
Bosie's stopping by to let us know it's wet outside. Well, it's going to be wet inside soon.
Thank you.
You do.
What?
No, thank you. No, you do like that guy.
I don't.
It's Christopher Nolan directed. You liked Inception. You liked The Prestige. You liked the Batman trilogy.
I like Prestige. I thought that was good and clever and well done, and I liked Christian Bale was in it, right?
Prestige, yeah. Him and Wolverine.
I half liked it.
Hugh Jerkoff.
I thought it got a little weird, but I thought the part with like him. I don't want to give it away because it's it's a good movie if you want to see it. But I thought I liked that. I think his stuff is dark and weird, and sometimes I think he loses track of what he was even doing.
Well, that was this movie.
This
movie.
you didn't even talk to me about
weird.
it. Like Prestige, when they're like they go off and try to find, other bodies, and like, just what are you doing? I mean, it was a very simple concept, Prestige. Right. Like, it had, I want to be the best magician. I do too, and it was a fight for who's going to get, to be the best. And then it was like this. It went like this for like an hour and a half, and then it came back out, and everything made sense.
Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Chris Lane. Hello, Bonnie.
So I feared it was going to be like that, because that's the only movie I could have stomached from him. Memento, right?
Was Memento his too?
Yeah, and I think that, and Memento, I was like, just leave me alone. I don't feel like watching this.
Well, this movie blows all those other movies away as far as confusionness.
I don't like that.
Confusionful. There was a lot going on in this movie, man. And the plot, it basically revolves around time travel, basically. Good morning, all. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, says Chris Lane. Same to you, pal. Hope you and the family are good. Yeah, this movie, it has to do with time travel. I'll leave it at that. There was a lot of jumping into this, coming back, and it was just, and it was light on plot. It was more of an action movie than anything else, which disappointed me. So, but I don't, it starred Denzel Washington's son. What's his name? John, I think.
Oh yeah, I like him.
He's good. He was in that Black Klansman.
The Klansman.
He was great in that. That's a great movie. I really like that movie.
Yeah.
I like his acting. Me
too.
And honestly, and I said to my son afterwards, now that Chadwick Boseman has passed, if Marvel was planning more Black Panther movies, this is the guy to replace him.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, that's a good thought.
Speaking of Christopher Nolan, he will be coming out with a Robin trilogy. If you remember, The Dark Knight Rises, the last movie, he finds the Batcave after Bruce disappears. Yes. What's his name? The kid that played it. I forget his name. No coupon faces? Oh, no Cuomo faces at Chris Lane's house, he says. We'll wait till next year, Chris. All right. Ken Pichelle. Sallie, you'd better dial into this comment. Most serious comment you might ever get from Andrew Fender. Oh, yeah. Because, Andrew, we're talking about movie effects and movies in general, and Andrew Fender all of a sudden is just getting serious. So Ken Pichelle's asking him, you work in that area, correct? With a wink. So I don't know what that means. Is Andrew Fender a porn star?
Or maybe Ken just wants to wink at him.
Oh, that's
that could be.
You never know. So that was the other thing. You all right over there?
I hate when I do that.
I don't. So the last thing I watched, and I don't know if any of you guys caught it, the Mike Tyson fight.
You watched that?
I did.
Wow.
I watched. I found a replay online, and I
how long did it last?
They had eight 2-minute rounds, and they went the distance. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. It wasn't. Roy Jones Jr. was doing a lot of, where they kind of like.
They hug each other.
Yeah. And, and block keeps the arm from moving. There was a lot of that. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, thank you. That's the kid who played Robin in the last Batman movie. Hello, Frank. Thanks for watching. But Tyson is 53, I think, 52, 53. He lost 100 pounds and trained for this fight. He looked...
How old was the other guy?
Roy Jones Jr., he's only been out of boxing for like 3 or 4 years. I believe he's in his late 40s.
Oh, but Tyson didn't win, right?
Tyson hasn't fought in 15, 16 years. But it was an exhibition match. It was entertainment. It was, I believe it was a charity event. Andrew Fender is a visual effects artist and a 3D animator. Wow. That's impressive. When the studios open up, Andrew, we should get him in here and demonstrate what he does. I'd like to see the process to 3D animation.
Yeah.
I was an art major myself. Wow, that's cool. So Mike, he lost 100 pounds I mean, he doesn't obviously doesn't look like what he looked like in his prime, but he looked good, and he's solid, man. I'll tell you, I was scared, man. I would not, still now in his 50s, would not want to get on Tyson's bad side, man. And he went out there, like, he was aggressive as ever. He was looking to brawl, Jones Jones kept hugging him and stuff, but Mike was trying to really go. I heard Tyson was chasing Jones the whole fight. Yeah, he kind of was.
But Tyson lost, right?
No, they ruled it a draw.
Oh, okay.
And it was really great after they asked Tyson, "Are you okay with this?" He's like, "I'm totally okay with this." He goes, "But
He said, "I'm totally okay with this.
I'm okay with a draw.
Okay with a draw."
This wasn't such a bad fight." Oh, Jones is 51. Oh, wow. Hello, John. Thanks for watching. Wow, Roy Jones is 51. Wow. And he only stopped boxing 3 or 4 years ago? That's crazy.
Yeah. We're old.
But, what?
We're old in our 50s.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he went into his late 40s. He only stopped boxing 3 or 4 years ago.
I thought you meant it's just the 50s. He should keep.
No, I'm saying, holy crap, he went for boxing for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't get Quo. I'm glad I didn't get Quo mode. I never know what Jeff Bosey's talking about.
Oh, he didn't want this on his house.
Oh. All
He's
right.
glad we didn't Cuomo him.
Well, there's always next year, Jeff. We're coming for you. They ruled it a draw. Tyson afterwards was like, I have no problem with that. That asshole Jim Gray was interviewing him, and he said, "Would you now consider getting back into this professionally?" And he said, "No way." Tyson said, "No way." He goes, "I want to do this again." He goes, "I loved it. I want to do it again." He said, "But I have no desire to get back into professionally." He goes, what I love is the fact that we did this for charity and we entertained the people."
Do they wear face masks?
No, it was just like a real boxing match. The only difference
I wouldn't
was
want to be punched in the face.
the only difference was they the ring itself was a little smaller.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, it was pretty much the same. And 8 2-minute rounds, 2 minutes goes by like that. Although if I'm fighting Mike Tyson, it doesn't go like that.
I feel like jump roping for 2 minutes straight. You'd have a heart attack.
Yeah. But they both said they'd like to do it again. They were into it. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I do think it's sad. It's a sad state for boxing that they have to bring 250-somethings back just to get some ratings.
Yeah, but Tyson's
because MMA is where it's at, and they had those YouTubers, Logan Paul or whatever his name is. He was the opening fight.
Get off my lawn.
Yes, Roy Jones was able to walk away with both ears intact. I think Tyson should take Trebek's place in Jeopardy.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
That's classic. The phone company, the celebrities that us phone company guys have met on the job, that list that I never read for you guys, even though I keep talking about it, Tyson's on that list. An operator got a call from Tyson once because he was having trouble with his phone, and the operator said that he had to put somebody else on the phone because he couldn't understand what the operator was saying. Like, he understood the words, he just couldn't get the instructions. The instructions were not registering in his head, so he had to put somebody else on the phone. So there you go. There's one phone company employee story. But that's classic. Tyson hosting Jeopardy. That should be a Saturday Night Live skit.
I won $50 on Tyson once.
What do you mean? You bet that he would win a fight? Well, that's a no-brainer.
Well, I went to this, someone gets, it played on their TV in their house, so everyone goes over and...
The pay-per-view.
The pay-per-view. So, and then we had this, raffle where you had to, put money in, but then you could pick, what round he'd win in, because it was obvious he was going to win. But I didn't know, anything about the guy. I mean, this is, I was probably 25 years ago. It was a really long time ago. And I didn't follow him. I mean, I heard that he was a fighter, but I didn't realize how fast he won. And I'm just and you know me, I hate gambling. So I'm just really, I don't want to gamble. And they're like, come on, stop being such a dick. So I'm like, all right. So I threw in like my 20 or whatever it was. And so I pulled. I'm like, I was like, oh, and they're like, what? I'm like, well, it's just the first round. And they're like, ah. And he won in like, I don't know, 10 seconds. I'm like, I figured it would be like whoever got the last round would win. So I was like, we just got the first. And they're like, oh, we're
well,
so
it goes
mad
that
at
way.
you.
It goes that way sometimes. Whoever gets the last round wins.
Not for him, though.
No, not for him, no.
And especially like when the day that, he was just a monster.
Oh, back in his prime, he was unbelievable.
Just one punch. Boom.
Crazy. And then, and Snoop Dogg was one of the commentators.
Oh, really?
Which was kind of funny, actually. But Ken Pichella's singing. Who was that? Jim Croce? You're singing? There was some sad news.
Uh-oh.
There was some sad news. Yeah, we got about 5 minutes or so. There was some sad news that happened while we were away. At a town called Center Reach, which is here on Long Island, out in Suffolk County on the East End, there was an arrest.
Okay.
Of a rub and tug place.
A rub and tug place. Is that like a
massage parlor with a happy ending?
Massage parlor.
Rubbing?
Which I didn't even know those places like really completely existed until you were like, oh yeah, there's one over in this town and that town. And
oh, they're easy to spot.
How?
Because they just, because they always have the same posters and, a little sign that just says massage.
Oh.
And that's it. And you can't see through the windows. You can't, so you just know what's going on in there. But rub and tug. They rub you down and tug you. So it's sad to me when those places get shut down. Let any normal slob, if he wants to pay for it, let him pay for it. Who cares?
How much do you have to pay for a rub and tug? Do you have to pay, does anyone ever go in just for a massage?
I worked with a guy at the phone company years ago, and I honestly don't. I can see his face. I don't remember his name.
Because massage.
This guy
like,
lived for these places.
$50, right? Like a regular massage.
Well, he had a strategy. He would pay. Yeah, it was $50 or $60. Well, for an hour. They had 30-minute rates. They had 60-minute rates. This guy did 60-minute rates, and I think it was either 50 or 60. But he had a strategy where he felt the girls would do a better job if they were tipped well. So he would tip them a tiny bit in the beginning before it started to let them know that they are getting tipped. And he would say to them, there'll be more.
Depending on
if you do a nice job, you do.
How well it goes.
How well the tug part goes.
And then he would go.
Just like that. Well, he can get away with doing that because they don't have to be attracted to him. They just have to pay for the job. So, do the job they're paid for. So, but he felt the better he tipped, the better job they did.
Okay.
And he claimed it worked. And this guy knew all the places. He knew the addresses. He lived for this stuff.
Ask for certain people. Do
He
all
did
the workers do it?
At those places, yes. I do know another guy.
And do they give good massages too?
Yes.
Okay.
I do know one guy that went there once and just got the massage, and he was all pissed when he walked out. He's like, they didn't do anything. I was laughing at this guy for a long time.
Well, yeah, it's got to be weird. You have to, ask. You can't just, assume if you're the worker, right?
But that's what the place is, that's what it's doing there.
Maybe your friend just looked like someone who would, call the police and say, I got molested by a massage worker.
Hello, Gary?
Do you think that's what happened? What's that guy look like? Does he look like someone who would feel molested?
What?
Are you understanding the question?
No.
Oh, well, your friend who you said went in there for an hour massage and didn't get yanked. So what does your friend look like? Does he look like someone who would call the police and say, I got molested?
All right, well, that's what I'm saying. How would you describe such a person?
I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever seen somebody where I'm like, oh, that guy looks like. he would call the police. He has that, I don't know, just the way he combs his hair. He looks like a police caller. What?
Yeah. There are some people like, oh, this guy's totally here to get yanked. And then there's some guys like, oh, maybe he just has, a back spasm. How would you know if you're the worker? You just automatically do it. Do they make an announcement? Do they say, and now I'm going to yank? Like, do they do that, or do they go, okay, I'm almost done. Is there a certain area of your body you'd like me to go back to, or maybe one I haven't touched before? Like, what do they do? These are questions I have. I'm not the only one with these questions. I'm telling you right now.
Tony, that's as risque as I'm going to get. You better go up in the comments and read it. All right, so what did Ken Pichelle say?
But answer the question. How do they know?
I don't know. In a town known as Centereach. Oh, I see. He's doing it in Billy Joel's Ballad of Billy the Kid. In a town known as Centereach, Long Island. There's a joke with the town name that I'm just going to leave alone.
Centereach. Oh, that's very funny.
That is funny. I didn't even think of that.
I never even thought of that.
This guy from the phone company was named Roni, and he lost his left leg.
Who said that?
Plagianos.
Oh, that's really funny.
There shouldn't be any problems with a rub and tug place. If you think about it, there's really no difference in that than just going to a bar, buying someone a few drinks, and then taking them home with you. I don't have to even leave my house for a rub and tug. That's a good thing about being married.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you, from DA.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Okay.
But they...
Because the desk person doesn't like check you in and be like,
yeah, right. Please
what
check.
services do you? So I'm saying there's got to be this moment in time.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's probably
when they have
the
to
guy.
make eye contact.
I'm sure the guy asks.
Oh, do they?
Or maybe the girls ask as they're about to. Maybe there's a few minutes left, and she's like,
I know.
Would you like a little?
Won't they get like? Won't they?
Well, don't they?
Isn't that like the signal? Like, oh, look, that's there. I might as well tug it.
Oh, if it was only that easy, huh? Because we're always... no, I don't... I mean, you go to a regular massage and it's a good-looking girl, you're not going to... I would think a guy's going to get wood anyway.
Really?
That'd be my guess. Like, you don't have that... Guys, we're not that smart. We don't have the power to, like, stop it.
You can't?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, if you think about baseball or something, or... Maybe.
All right. I just figured that would be like that. Now I'm ready.
Lesson learned today, says Jeff Bosey. Sally will never run a massage parlor.
I'd be like, my eyes would be like hurting all day long trying to like, what service do you want?
Blajano says, you look at them and you very subtly say, you make rubby on my pee-pee. I make big mess. That's great. All right, but not only did they nail this place, well, did they arrest this people in Centereach, but it turns out that this particular rub and tug place was run by people close to the top of this whole rub and tug ring.
Oh.
Yeah. So this alleged... Yeah, these are one of the ringleaders of these types. Apparently, a lot of the same people are running these places. This alleged criminal network made hundreds of thousands of dollars off the backs of the women they employed while putting the health of those workers and the community at risk and deteriorating the quality of life in these neighborhoods, said the police department.
All the cops are like,
Well, yeah, hundreds of thousands of dollars off the backs of the women they employed. No, they didn't lay on their backs. They were, because they weren't doing that. 4 women were arrested. The women laundered the proceeds in various ways, including depositing cash into a business account. They remitted large sums of money to other people's accounts. They purchased property. And they exchanged the proceeds for foreign currencies. So 4 women arrested. They also found guns
Oh,
and over $250,000 in cash. Just, I mean, you're making...
there's a lot of money in sex.
Right, you're making marijuana legal. Just make sex legal. Who cares?
Sex, drugs, just make it legal.
You know, right, because then you don't have to trap... You know, there wouldn't be sex trafficking then. You know, these poor kids and these kidnappings and the violence. You wouldn't have that.
Yeah, you would.
Why?
Well, because that would always be illegal.
No, I understand that. I'm saying you
And
would...
there are certain people
I'm saying
that want that.
Well, right, I'm not talking about that.
So,
But a lot of that goes on for prostitution purposes.
okay.
So I'm talking about normal people.
You're talking about like in Vegas, like
Right.
like when like legal prostitutes are interviewed, they're like, yeah, that was a great job.
Right. I'm not talking about weirdos or assholes or pieces of shit. I'm talking about normal people who are having sex with normal women.
Yeah.
Why not? They're not. If it's all normal and consenting, they're not hurting anybody. And yeah, there's a lot of money to be taxed and jobs and think of all the custodial work you can get cleaning things up.
Mopping stuff up.
All right, so that's. Oh, and I had another. I'll save that.
Save that for tomorrow.
We're done. We're out.
Yep.
I think Subway is a storefront for Rub and Tug Place. Well, it used to be with Jared.
Yeah.
I would say they made the money off their hands as much as on their backs, says Jeff Posey. Look at the articles of Rub and Tug Bus. Almost every person lives in Flushing. Yeah, it is pretty much almost that. Ken Bichelle is all excited that I sang his parody. Hello, Joan. As we're about to sign off,
Hey, Joan.
hope you had a great Thanksgiving, says Nancy Rizzuti. Same to you and Benny. Hope you guys doing okay. Oh, yeah, Benny. What the hell's going on with Benny? Nancy. He posted something about retiring the Gagoots.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a joke or something? What the
No,
hell?
he was very serious.
Well, I'm against it, and I'm going to put together a rally in front of Benny's house.
Maybe he's got a different character to work on. Maybe he doesn't want to do the same thing all the time. Maybe he can't
Do
find
them
his,
all.
Maybe he can't find his fake mustache, and he didn't want to go out and buy another one.
I'll buy him one. Billy Crystal did characters. Whoopi Goldberg did characters.
But then
Lots of people
moved
still do
on and
characters.
did different things.
Well, he's not moving on, I said. Andy Pagano says, next thing you know, rock and roll will be legal. Then what will we do?
Sex, drugs, and rock
There you
and roll.
go, right. Everybody have a great day. Today is Monday. So we have Steve Squared tonight at 6:30. And then we're back here tomorrow at 11 a.m.
For December.
Oh, December 1st tomorrow.
Yeah, first
December
night.
Fool's Day.
Is first night big around here?
What do you mean? What? I don't know what that is.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is it?
It's December 1st. Like, it's in other parts of the country, it's like the big deal. Like,
Why?
first night. Like,
First night of what? Of the
December.
25 days of Christmas?
yeah.
On the first day of... Yeah, so I would say yes, it is a big thing.
Yeah, like there's parades and stuff.
Oh, I wouldn't say there's parades.
Yeah, okay. All right. Never mind.
All right, everybody have a great day. Sally and I will see you again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Everybody have a great day. Don't forget Steve Squared tonight, 6:30. Don't forget to schedule your Tim Saliani films on tap for Friday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Be safe if you're around here. Weather's really